Hello guys, I hope you are doing good. So on 21st of September, a new IPO is going to hit the market, that is CAMS, Computer Age Management System. In this video, we are going to go over the profile of the company, the financial performance, the risk that is the company is exposed to, and what is the scenario in grey market, whether it's commanding premium or it's not. And at the end of the video, we are going to conclude whether one should subscribe or avoid this IPO. So watch this video till end to understand the grey market premium, the financial performance of the company, and the conclusion whether one should subscribe or avoid this IPO. So without any further, let's start. First of all, issue details. The issue period is from 21st of September to 23rd of September. Price band is 1,299 to 1,230 rupees per share. Lot sizes of minimum lot size is 12 shares per lot. Issue size is 2,244 crores and the equity shares is 1 crore 82 lakhs 46,600 equity shares with a face value of rupees 10. Important dates or timelines. The issue opens on 21st of September, closes on 23rd of September, and the finalization of basis of allotment is on 28th of September. The refunds or credit would be given to the demat account or bank account would be happening on 29th and 23rd of September, and tentatively listing date is on 1st of October 2020. Now about the company. It is India's largest RTA of mutual funds with 70% market share. So RTA means registrar and transfer agent. So the company acts as a mediator between the investor and the company and the processes the whole transaction into them, like getting the funds, issuing the units, withdrawing the funds, selling out the units or liquidating the units, everything. Now, what are the other services that are provided by the company? It also provides tech-enabled services like transaction origination interface, transaction execution, payment settlement and reconciliation, among others. It not only provides services to mutual funds, but also to insurance companies, AIF, that is alternate investment funds, banks and NBFC. But the largest share, that the revenue shares goes to mutual funds. Funds and use. So the total issue is of 2,244 crores. The whole fund is for sale. That is OFS issue. Now the question is, what is OFS? All the investors and the promoters who are already having the shares before the listing are offloading their position, are selling their position to the new people when hitting the IPO. So this fund would directly go to the original investors or the promoters. So the company is not having any requirement for new funds. It is just a change of hands of the funds. So it's a fully OFS issue. And here one thing that I would like to share is, as per draft red herring prospectus that was shared in January 2020, company was planning to have an IPO for 1.21 crore of equity shares. But the recent RHP, that is red herring prospectus, was for 1.82 crores of equity shares, which raised the issue in my mind. And as per the company's clarification, that is because SEBI's letter. So SEBI has requested NSE to exit their whole position from CAMS. NSE is one of the biggest investor, I won't say biggest, but one of the big investors in the CAMS, and SEBI has to ask the NSE, that is National Stock Exchange, to exit their investment. That is the reason why there was a hike in the equity, the number of equity shares offered. Now this raised a little bit concern in the grey market premium, and the premium has slightly decreased because now the issue is comparatively larger or bigger in size, and which is going to increase the chance of getting allotment. So that is the issue right now, and that's how the NSE is going to exit. And because of that reason, this share is only going to get listed in BSE, that is Bombay Stock Exchange. It is not going to get listed on National Stock Exchange. Now coming to financial performance of the company, revenues have increased from 641 crores to 699 crores from 2018 to 2020. EBITDA has increased from 240 crores to 260 crores. PAT has increased from 146 crores to 173 crores. Here the CAGR, the revenue has increased was 4.4% and PAT increased with a CAGR of 8.9%. Industry and company outlook. CAMS generates around 80% of revenue from mutual fund services. So all the total revenue of CAMS, out of which 80% belongs to mutual fund industry. So it is highly exposed to mutual fund industry. And currently mutual fund industry has a huge growth potential. In 2016, the total assets under management, that is AUM, of mutual fund industry was around 13.5 trillion rupees. And in 2020 is increased to 20 trillion rupees. And going forward, seeing the people's awareness about investment, understanding about the wealth creation, we can even expect a higher AUM in the coming time, which would in turn generate higher revenues for CAMS. CAMS commands a dominant position with 70% market share. The other companies which are its peers are Karvy and Franklin Templeton. Key metrics or ratio. Return on equity is at 31.4% on an average from financial year 18 to 20, and return on equity is 32.1% in financial year 20. Return on capital employed is 34.4% average for financial year 18-20, and return on capital employed is 34.6% in financial year 20. So overall, it is the company is able to maintain its margin on return, that is return on equity and return on capital employed. Then operating margins, they are consistent at 35% for last 3 years. At the same time, company generated a negative working capital, which even goes to show the operating robust performance of the company. Now coming to the risk that is company is exposed to. The high revenue concentration from mutual funds. So our total revenue 80% is coming from mutual fund industry. So in going future, if there is any change in mutual fund industry, then that is going to directly impact the revenues of CAMS. At the same time, AUM rise is at a higher, the higher side, which would result in a decrease in company's fee, and the fees would be charged by, the fees that are being charged by the company. Revenues have grown at a slower pace compared to the growth of AUM. So compared to the overall assets under management of the mutual fund industry, the revenue of CAMS is decreasing. I wouldn't say they're decreasing, but it is a slower pace. So that's a concern. Next is digitalization of mutual fund transaction. Currently, mutual fund companies are planning to get digitalized, and people are even becoming tech savvy, and they are planning to directly get their investment through the company. So leaving the RTA in the sidelines, which if things continue, then there might be a minor decrease in CAMS revenue, because the major portion of earnings are through mutual fund transaction, which are paper based, not digitalized but paper based. So if digitalization more and more in the mutual fund transaction might lead to a decrease in revenues for CAMS. Now overall, coming to the conclusion, valuation perspective, P is at 35 times, which is companies demanding the premium. But given that strong financials are there, company is a market leader, having industry growth potential are quite amazing. So we can expect that premium is justified, I would say. In grey market, the price is at around 325 rupees per share, and that price is of Friday evening. So maybe on Monday, seeing the subscription, there might be some changes, but currently it is 325 rupees per share as of Friday evening. And one more thing, the whole thing is like this is the first mover in the industry that is going to be listed. So definitely it is going to get a good response. And overall, in my view, considering the P, the market leader, grey market premium, overall fundamentals of the company, this company looks good for long term and also for listing gains. So my advice would be subscribe this IPO. So with that being said, I would just like to give you a small disclaimer that do your own research. Don't just go blindly on my own research. So do your research, go ahead and read the red herring prospectus, and it is nothing new. All this data which I got was from red herring prospectus. I read that. So it's very simple. You can download it from the company's website. So I would request you to go and check that out. And before taking any financial decision, consult your financial advisor and make your own decision. But in my view, company is good for long term and for listing gains too. So just like I request you to subscribe my channel, this IPO is also looking good for subscription. So I guess that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for your support and for watching this. If you like this type of video, please give a thumbs up. If you have some questions, suggestion, you can mention in the comments below, and I would respond them as soon as possible. And share this video with your friends for a wider audience. Thank you guys. Thanks for your time. Bye.